Welcome to this today information about land. I find that most of people have need to know how the kind of process that you move when you want to register your land. You have bought a land and you need to transfer it to the new ownership. So what are the kind of processes that you normally do? This information we are getting it courtesy of Institution of Surveyors of Kenya. So this is what in Kenya you have and how you need to own a land. So you see there are 6 acts that govern land. There is Government Land Act, there is Registration of Title Act, there is Land Title Act, there is Legislative Land Act, there is Trust Land Act, and there is Sectional Properties Act. So these 6 acts have been grouped into 3 main acts: Land Registration Act, the Land Act, and the Community Land Act. So what are the processes? Number 1, you'll find that we have 108 forms that deal with land. There is also 52 sum processes, and there is 23 main processes. So we have 108, 23 main processes, and 52 sum processes. So if you follow these processes, then you'll be able to own your land, transfer your land from one seller to the other. So today we want to look at how we buy and sell free-owned land. So if the land is free-owned, that means the owner has full rights of the land. So that's what we mean by this. So what you need, if you have bought a land from a free-owned land, you need now to the buyer. Number 1, buyer gets seller's copy of title deed. So you get the seller's copy of title deed. So first thing, make sure that whoever is selling to you has a title deed for that particular land. When you get that land, you conduct what we call official land search at the district or the county land offices to confirm whether this person is truly the owner of that land. So the results after search will be issued by the registrar using the form, and these forms are, there is form for land search is LRA 84, and the results you get it from the form LRA 85. Then after that, you visit the property to confirm its existence, and you carry out due diligence. You also get land rates payment clearance. That's number 5. Number 6, after, if you find that the land is there, physically it exists, you have carried due diligence and you have confirmed truly that the seller is actually the owner of the land, you draft sale agreement using a lawyer. So you don't draft a sale agreement alone, you have to use a lawyer. So if it is matrimonial land, make sure the seller's spouse also signs the agreement so that he or she gives the consent. If the land has encumbrance rights like loan change, lease, access, ease of way rights, the parties with these rights have to give transfer consent using the form. This particular form now for this consent will be LRA 34. LRA 34. Next, if the land title is registered under 2 parties with equal and divided shares, like spouses, also feel they will need to fill a form for the transfer consent called LRA 35. LRA 35. Then next, you seek consent to transfer land if the title is indicated free-owned. that is agricultural land. If it's indicated freehold, the land title is indicated freehold, then you can seek consent to transfer. Who does that? The land control board. The land control board have been given that power by Land Control Act, Cap 302. Cap 302. Then after that, you take consent form to the registrar, and this is either in the national or county land registry. Then next, you submit forms of land registrar plus copy of title plus consent fee of 1,000 receipt for stamp duty valuation. When do you submit this? To the national or the county land registry, together with what we call self-clearance 1. This is the form with under Stamp Duty Act, self-clearance form 1 under Stamp Duty Act. Then the registrar submits documents to government valuer for stamp duty fee valuation. This is again in the national or in the county land registry. Then the buyer pays stamp duty fee at KRA iTax website, whereby the normal rates are stamp duty is 4% of the value of the land in an urban area, 4% in the urban area, and 2% of the value of the land in the rural area. So rural area is 2% and in the urban is 4%. Then the buyer file an application form for land registration plus original title, stamp duty receipt, sale agreement, certified copies of KRA PIN, and a national ID. So after filing those items, that's application for the land registration, original title for land registration plus original title, stamp duty receipt, sale agreement, certified copies of KRA PIN, and national ID. You fill application for certificate of title form. Then next you submit all to the land registry. So for the buyer to fill application form for land registration, that is form LRA 9, use application for certificate of title form is form LRA 19. Then land registrar will use form 2 to register the land. This form 2 is actually LRA 2. Then land registrar will issue a booking number. After that, after land registrar issuing the booking number, this will take an average of 45 days to get the title deed. And then you have gotten your title deed and you have the land. So those are the key steps that you normally follow when you want to buy a land from freehold land. So make sure you follow those steps so that you get the right property. Thank you. Until next time.